Howdy, y'all. Gary Rowland here, bringing you a gonzonews.ninja special report. Dismantling Dissent, a la Trump. Despite slavery, land theft, and genocide being central to the origin of the United States, we Americans have always had selective memory. We self-style ourselves as peace-loving liberators. Peace, dude. The home of the brave, the land of the free. The land of the free. And all that other bullshit. Our democracy's gains were forged by constant agitation for a greater share of our nation's wealth, coupled with the North Star desire for a more perfect union that works for all Americans, especially marginalized communities and oppressed people. This progress now appears to have reached its high water mark late last century. Many of these gains have been dismantled by both Democratic and Republican administrations. And then just last month in Gaza, the Israeli Defense Force announced they would fire live ammunition at unarmed, non-violent protesters the day before they killed 17 non-violent protesters, shot at least 773, and injured thousands. With the leader of the free world spending his time dealing with the fallout of unprotected sex with porn stars. Rather than outrage, the United States blocked the United Nations Security Council from issuing a statement calling for an investigation of this massacre. An investigation. No sanctions, but an investigation of unarmed, nonviolent protesters by a so-called liberal democracy. And how did the IDF spokesperson justify this? By calling the protest a riot. Here in the United States, the exact same tactic is being used by the United States Attorney's Office in Washington, D.C., in an attempt to lock up 59 accused Inauguration Day protesters for 61 years. 61 years for protesting in America. In America! And get this, one of the defendants whose trial was scheduled to start in April before a continuance moved their trial to June, the prosecution isn't even alleging they were at the protest. Not even there. The prosecution's smoking gun against this defendant is a film made by an operative of the right-wing gotcha video scam artist led by the Trump darling James O'Keefe, Project Veritas. You know, where Robert J. Haldeman found a job after spending 4 months in prison for attempting to blackmail David Letterman for $2 million. $2 million. This is the same evidence that was used in the first of what will be 10 J20 trials that will run through November of this year. By the way, that video was used in the first trial in November of 2017. 2 days after Project Veritas got caught trying to sting the Washington Post and discredit the accusers of accused pedophile and former Alabama Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore. The next trial is currently scheduled for May 14th. We will be following motion hearings starting May 4th, so stay tuned for more information on these important trials that have a broad consequence for the future of dissent in this country. Check out gonzonews.ninja for the latest news with perspective and go visit a trial in your neighborhood.